Welcome to this explainer. Today we're zooming way in to look at a microscopic phenomenon that literally decides whether we survive the day. We're going to unpack the foundational concept of cellular balance. It's this completely invisible process happening inside you right this very second, and understanding it really unlocks the answers to how our bodies function, how modern medicine saves lives, and even how we preserve our food.
Think about this for a second. Why is a plain old bag of IV fluid considered one of the absolute most critical tools in all of medicine? I mean, it seems pretty basic, right? It's just a bag of liquid hanging on a metal pole. Yet the way our bodies interact with that fluid is a high-stakes mystery, and it relies on absolute microscopic precision. Well, every single day, hospitals rely on these IV fluids to rehydrate people or fix their electrolyte balance. But here's the thing. The life-saving magic of an IV isn't just about dumping water into the body. It relies entirely on a precise understanding of how substances move across our cell membranes. If that fluid is even slightly off balance, the consequences can be incredibly dangerous. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The invisible balancing act. 2. Understanding osmosis and gradients. 3. The tonicity spectrum. 4. Medicine and cellular balance. And 5. Real-world osmosis applications. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the invisible balancing act. To really get how our bodies manage all this fluid, we've got to talk about the ultimate biological gatekeeper. Every single cell in your body is wrapped in what's known as a selectively permeable membrane. Think of it like a highly sophisticated VIP security system. It allows certain things, like water, to pass through super easily while strictly keeping other substances out. And this selective entry and exit is the only way a cell can maintain its internal stability. As you can see here, this gatekeeper is hard at work. Those large yellow solute particles, they're getting blocked or tightly controlled. But the smaller blue water molecules, they slip right on through. Because those larger solutes often can't cross the barrier, the free movement of water becomes the absolute most vital tool the cell has for keeping things stable.
Which brings us to section 2, understanding osmosis and gradients.
So what exactly happens when those solutes are blocked at the gate, but the cell still desperately needs to balance things out? Enter osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water from an area of lower solute concentration to an area of higher solute concentration. It's basically nature's built-in drive to equalize everything. If the solutes can't cross the membrane to even things out, nature forces the water to move instead, shifting the liquid until both sides are perfectly balanced. Take a look at the two sides here. On the left, we've got a pretty low concentration of those large purple solutes. And on the right, it's packed, super high concentration. Because the membrane absolutely will not let those purple solutes cross over to even things out, the blue water molecules flow from left to right. The water naturally shifts to dilute the highly concentrated side and balance the scales. Now, we definitely need to contrast osmosis with another process called diffusion. Diffusion is when the solutes themselves naturally want to, roll down the hill. They move from an area of high concentration down to an area of low concentration, assuming the membrane lets them. So, in short, diffusion is the movement of the particles, while osmosis is the movement of the water when those particles are stuck. Moving right along to section 3, the tonicity spectrum. Okay, so we know water moves to keep things balanced, right? But we need a way to actually measure and compare that. That's where tonicity comes in. It's a way to compare the concentration of solutes outside a cell to what's inside. Think of it as a cellular Goldilocks scenario with 3 states. Isotonic means the environment is equal. This is the just right state, perfect homeostasis. Hypotonic means there are fewer solutes outside, causing water to rush in. That's too much water, and the cell can literally burst. Finally, hypertonic means there are way more solutes outside, drawing water out. That's too little water, causing the cell to shrink up. And the stakes here are quite literally life or death, especially for our red blood cells. Unlike plant cells, our red blood cells do not have a rigid outer wall to protect them. If you drop them into a hypotonic solution, like we see on the left, water rushes in, they swell up, and pop. They literally burst in a process called cytolysis. Over on the right, in a hypertonic solution, the water gets sucked out and they shrivel up into these spiky little shapes. That's called crenation. In both extreme cases, they completely lose their ability to transport oxygen. It's only right there in the middle, in that isotonic environment, that they're safe and healthy. Let's see how this applies in the hospital in section 4, medicine and cellular balance. So how does modern medicine actually use this invisible biological rulebook?
Well, seeing IV fluids and dialysis side by side really highlights how doctors actively leverage osmosis to save lives. Think back to our opening question. Medical professionals are definitely not just giving patients pure tap water. Those IV fluids are painstakingly formulated to be perfectly isotonic to human blood. This ensures they can deliver hydration and medicine without accidentally causing your red blood cells to burst or shrink. It's a highly calibrated artificial environment. We also see this incredible mastery of cellular balance in dialysis machines. For patients with failing kidneys, these machines literally do the heavy lifting to keep them alive. And dialysis brilliantly combines both rules we just learned. The machine pumps the patient's blood past an artificial, selectively permeable membrane. Waste products are pulled out of the blood using diffusion, so moving from high to low concentration, while the patient's actual fluid levels are strictly regulated using the gentle pull of osmosis. And finally, let's step outside the clinic for Section 5, Real-World Osmosis Applications. You absolutely do not need a medical degree to see osmosis in action. Let's look at a classic survival scenario, being stranded at sea. You're surrounded by water, you're incredibly thirsty, but drinking that seawater is a fatal mistake. Why? Because seawater is massively hypertonic compared to the fluids inside your body. The second that salty water hits your digestive system, osmosis kicks into overdrive. Instead of hydrating you, that extremely high salt concentration literally draws water out of your cells. It accelerates cellular dehydration, leading to confusion, severe weakness, and eventually organ failure. But hey, on a slightly lighter note, humanity has actually been using this exact same shrinking effect to our advantage for centuries, way before refrigerators were a thing. People preserved food by heavily salting meats or pickling veggies in a salty brine. By creating an extremely hypertonic environment inside a jar, any bacteria that tries to grow on the food instantly has all of its water sucked out via osmosis. The microbes shrink, they deactivate, and our food stays safe to eat for months. Pretty clever, right? I really love this quote from our source material because it just hits the nail on the head. What may seem like a simple concept, the movement of water, plays a powerful role in maintaining life. It sums up our entire explainer perfectly. It's this totally invisible balancing act, but it dictates our biology, it drives medical innovation, and it shapes how organisms survive in literally every environment on Earth. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. The next time you take a simple drink of water, take a split second to ask yourself, how are the trillions of tiny cellular gates inside you balancing the scales of life right now? It's a beautifully complex system, constantly working behind the scenes to keep you in perfect harmony. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep wondering, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.